God love her.
I would have to choose chaos.
Stressed.
Dear Saoirse, Dara and Robin.
I have some terribly sad news.
1 second, my friend is dead. My friend is dead.
It came from spending a lot of time in screenings for Derry Girls with my friends who those characters are based on, and realising we're all grown, well, we should be grown-ups now, and wondering what those kids would make of the grown-up versions of, would they be proud of us, would they be disappointed? And I became thematically kind of obsessed with that. Hearing that Lisa was going to be writing something really got me interested, and then I heard a rumour that Michael Lennox was going to be involved as well, and then was even more interested, and just had my agent tortured for ages, keeping an ear to the ground so he didn't miss anything.
You're going to get the same answer from all of us. Lisa had an awful lot to do with it, and the team that she uses the same, team every time. Yeah. I honestly, I don't feel that much pressure because we did do that genre shift. So I feel like if I'd have gone and done another straight comedy, so to speak, right away, I'd be feeling that a lot more. But I think quite early on you realise this is something slightly different that has the Derry Girls DNA. But it's just gone left a wee bit. I think ending Derry Girls, doing that last episode of Derry Girls, for me as a writer was one of the most stressful, pressured things I've ever been through. Now I'm just enjoying, getting to tell, I'll be really nervous, but I'm just enjoying getting to tell a really fun story, I guess.
Why contact us in the first place? It's been 20 years.
She fell down the stairs, the poor thing.
There's something sort of creepy about this place.
It's freaking me out. Calm down. Everything's fine. Shit balls. I think it was the 11th of May.
Whoa!
2024. I do, because it was the 11th of May was the day I made my first Holy Communion. It was the
Not that day. Not the same day.
It was the anniversary of.
The anniversary of your communion. Do you celebrate the anniversary of your communion?
Oh my God, I do think it was the 11th of May. And we had never met each other before.
Was it about 12:10? We just had. I'd had a late lunch. What about you?
Roisin had been on the Late Late Show the night before. She had the BAFTAs the next day and fittings to go to later. It was a very, very busy day.
We just read a few scenes and we all kind of sat down in a little makeshift plastic chairs made into a car to do the scene. We're in the car, and
Put that scene in the car.
that's it. That one of the many, and we sat down, and some of the, and Lisa was there, and Liz, and they started laughing. We hadn't said anything. We were all a bit like, what are they laughing at? But it was just, I think they went, okay, this is our gang. We're dying now.
Nightmare, isn't it?
The whole thing's just awful.
She was so young. I was talking about your outfit. Are they pyjamas? They're trousers. They look like pyjamas. Robin.
Things like Twin Peaks, things like Scooby-Doo, The A-Team, Murder, She Wrote,
Hangover.
The Hangover, Sideways, Martin McDonagh's plays, actually, some Irish plays really inspired it. So a whole, just like I think anything both of us liked, we just went, we have a chance to do it. Let's just throw it all together, yeah.
At the very beginning, Mike Lennox had suggested that it was a Fargo meets Derry Girls meets Scooby-Doo, and I did go, I could watch some episodes of Scooby-Doo. One of the things I did have in mind was Bridesmaids. We talked a wee bit about the kind of, just the nature of these women on tour, essentially.
Yeah, but don't set the bar so high, because
I think like a lot of the atmosphere and spooky stuff, that was Mike. I think he worked really hard to achieve that.
It's such a treat to play with genre, in that way. Horror, comedy, and thriller. And I think for me, it was just taking each individual bit and making sure it landed. So making sure the comedy was funny, the scares worked, and the mystery was good. And then the joy in the process is to go a wee bit left and a wee bit right. And of course, music has a massive part to play in that. Then the edit has a massive part to play. So I think that's what's really rewarding when you're doing sort of genre mashing or split genre. You get to play with these things.
I would say the script is probably more mystery funny. That was the tone on the page, wasn't it? So
But I think those eerie, spooky elements add so much to it. It gives it almost like a supernatural quality, which I really like.
We have a problem. We have to be discreet. She's grand!
I went to uni in Belfast and lived there for a while then, and now I'm living in Belfast again, and my kids are at school there, and I really love it and have had a lot of great times there. I have a lot of friends from there, and I wanted it to feel like it's not that far away from Derry, but I wanted it to feel a little bit different. So yeah, I just felt like there was something as well about the visual of Belfast that suited the show. There's so many murals, and the past is just so present in Belfast, and we're trying to tell this sort of ghost. It's not really a ghost story, but it has ghost story elements to it. So yeah, it was about getting to show a different city in a comedy, really, a different Northern Irish city.
It's amazing working at home, especially I think after when I started getting into the business and feeling very much being told and feeling very much like I would have to move away to be able to work really on my doorstep on a Netflix show like of this scale was just incredible. I think there's an energy about the whole of the island really, because it was a tour of the whole island, but there's sort of there's an ancientness, that's not a word, but there's like a history and an epicness to it, and the way it's been shot is quite grand and big, and that really adds to the visual of it, doesn't it?
Lisa does this wonderful thing of taking the weirdest parts, especially in this show, the slightly odd things that we wouldn't find that odd about Ireland, and putting them up and kind of inviting you to enjoy them without laughing at them or judging them. And I think there's a lot of that in this show of kind of going, yeah, it's a bit mad, to be honest with you, but we know it's mad, and it's great that it's mad, and let's celebrate it rather than mock it or take the mick out of it.
It's not her in the coffin, it's not Greta. Then who is it?
So dancing with the lights down the pole.
Yous are very lucky, you know.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck does he want?
I probably liked filming in the first episode. There's a dance sequence. I liked filming. I thought that was a fun day.
There's so many. The dance sequence was amazing. Working with Ardle on that first day.
Yeah.
'Cause you never quite know. He's just a genius, but you never quite know what's going to come out of his mouth. But I think one of the fondest days for me in prep was the gang go about in this Range Rover car, which you saw, in episode 1, and we had to buy a Range Rover car, and we had to absolutely obliterate it and batter it. So we went round, to the whole crew, asking who wants to come outside to smash up a Land Rover, and we had about 50 people in a car park, delighted. Just because it was a Range Rover. Yeah. So I think that was one of the fun days in prep. But when did we get a chance to do that?
I know I said I hated that car, because I really hated that car. Complained about that car a lot, but I think when the three of us, because we interact with so many different people and there's so many people come into our world, that it felt like there was those times when it was just the three of us. We're just great laughing, so much laughing in that car,
and forgetting that
the
we
microphone
were mic'd.
Yeah, the microphone in the car.
In the car.
I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, I would like to hear them so I could delete them.
Grab a weapon, quick!
We're ready for a fucking exorcism, maybe?
Any detective show? Well, I know that Lisa was going for, I think, Jessica Fletcher, Murder, She Wrote, an element of that.
Oh yeah. I have my favourite. I've two, and they're the same writers actually. Jessica Fletcher from Murder, She Wrote and Columbo.
Yeah.
They're my two all-time favourites.
Columbo.
It's so good.
Columbo.
I knew there was another one.
There. Yeah.
Miss Marple. Joan Hickson's Miss Marple. I'm Team Hickson.
Specific.
Team Hickson all the way.
If you could describe your character in one word, what would you choose?
God love her.
I would have to choose chaos.
Stressed.